Hey y'all, it's Asha Cerise. Welcome back to my channel. This is my Memorial Day weekend recap vlog. On this day, I was checking out She the People, Tyler Perry's Netflix series, because guess what? My cousin Zakiya is in this scene. And then I watched my baby cousin Isaiah walk. He graduated high school. I couldn't get to Denver, so I watched it live on YouTube. So proud of him. But that Saturday, me and my mom went to the Atlanta Jazz Festival at Piedmont Park. We parked at Pont City Market and took that walk down the Beltline. You know, you got to duck and dodge them scooters and them fast motorized bikes that be zooming down the Beltline, but we made it. It was definitely packed. One thing about the Atlanta Jazz Festival, they bring the people out. It was boots on the ground on every corner that we walked past. I heard people with them fans popping. But yes, it was definitely a great turnout. If you know me, you know I'm going for the most calm, safest area that I can find. And check this out: the Jazz Festival is a safe event. But I like an area where I can just, if I need to get up and run, I need to look around and see the people, what you doing, what move you finna make. So we got us a nice little spot on the hill, same place we sat last year. Very calm, very mindful, very demure. And we were able to see Marsha Ambrosius and a couple of other performers. For some reason, right before she came out, it was a helicopter and a jet that kept circling the area, making all kind of racket. I was wondering if they were going to stop by the time the performance started, and they did. I took a little stroll through the park. I wanted to see who was there, what type of vendors they had, and I wanted to show you all. So there were so many different vendors, from clothes to body products to food, jewelry, anything, you name it. I'll show you later on. There was a sunglass vendor. I gotta check myself out in the mirror. Um, all types of food. Several places served drinks and alcohol and all of the things, you name it. Art, of course, art everywhere. They had a little Crown Royal booth. I'll post some pictures of me and my mom taking some selfies and pictures over there later on that night. Funnel cakes. And if you all are listening and you have a funnel cake business in the Atlanta area, because I love me a festival, I'll be at festivals all summer, please have a vegan funnel cake option. I might have to just make me some at home to cure my own craving, because I love funnel cakes. And then also, while I'm throwing suggestions out there, I just remember back in the day when the funnel cake would also come with, you get the powdered sugar, but you would get the fresh, it was like a strawberry compote. Sometimes you would get a little whipped cream. Like, I don't see y'all coming through with the toppings and the variety anymore. So that's my request, y'all. Give me some vegan funnel cakes with some good toppings, and you will have a customer in me, I promise. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it at home and do it myself. But back to the vlog. As you can see, we was outside hunting from wall to wall. There were no walls, so we were from one end of the park to the next. I made my way back to the blanket. I wanted to get comfortable and cozy before Marsha Ambrosius hit the stage. She put on a pretty good show. I would say her set was somewhat sad. She has that song Far Away. I think it's about someone unaliving themselves. Some of her other songs were, kind of low energy, low vibrational. And then she picked it up. She had some high beat or high energy songs, up tempo beats. So it was an overall decent performance. Um, I did another walkthrough, y'all, because I'm like, okay, I didn't see every vendor, didn't um, go as far as I wanted to because when I was walking at first, I heard that she was getting ready to go on stage, so I stopped my walk and went back. But anywho, here is the sunglass vendor. Me and Mama had a good time there because they not only had a little selfie area where you could just take your own selfies and had the good lighting and everything, they also had a good playlist playing. So the music was good. I like that. Make your shoppers experience the bomb. That's going to get you customers because even when I go shopping for clothes at the mall or at a boutique, what keeps me in there and keeps me trying on clothes and wanting to shop? Good music, a good playlist. If I don't like the music, I'm like, let me get in and out of here so I can switch up the energy. But yeah, but here's the little selfie area. You take your selfie, it's like a boomerang actually, and then you send it to yourself. And I may post the results on IG along with some pictures. So make sure you're following me there as well. There's Mama looking at some body jewelry. She got some perfumes and some oils and butters there. And then we spotted a little hula hoop station. So Mama was like, let me do this. And then she said, put it around your neck. Like some more, if you know, you know, from the Queens of Comedy. Um, I tried a couple of different hula hoops out. I tried this one and then I tried a bigger one just to see if I could keep it up. And I did. So after we did that, we ran across some people outside double dutching. You know, I never quite learned how to double dutch. I can turn, what they call it? I can do the ropes, but jumping in, mm-mm. But we watched that for a second. Mama was deciding whether or not she was going to jump in. She decided against it. There was still a nice vibe going on because there was one more performer on stage. We enjoyed the sounds of that performer as we made our way back to the Beltline. There was a man playing the piano right before you get to the parking garage. You could check him out on my mom's Instagram at Sweet Tea Inspirations.
Yeah. What'd you say? I could date someone like that. I see that can play beautiful music with their hands, and they have.
What else would they play it with? They mouth?
No, but I'm saying that they can
Come on.
help you to experience their passions. He's passionate about that. You want to meet a man that's got a passion and a purpose, and that is his life.
I agree.
And that's sexy. Not just, some men are passionate about sports. They know every damn thing, stats, all kinds of things.
You think that's equally sexy?
Pardon me?
Is that equally as sexy as
Absolutely.
someone who can play music?
Absolutely. On a different level. Because they know everything about it, and anything that you don't know, they'll know. That you have no idea what you're talking about. So they're passionate about it.
We're parked on the 5th floor like bruh, man.
What you did.
So when we were leaving the jazz festival, my friend Davina was like, hey, I'm down the street at Colony Square, come through. I'm like, hey, I've never been there. Me and Mama riding together, but she was like, girl, go on and have you some fun. I got some videos to edit. So she literally sat in the car while I went in here and got me something to eat and went to this little speakeasy. Wasn't in there long, y'all, but all the places were closed. I had to find somebody that was willing to give me a little bowl. She charged $16 for this little bowl. I had to tell her, can I get a couple of extra beans? Come on now. But anywho, this was the restaurant. I don't remember the name. If you could see it, read it. And then the little speakeasy is back here. I think it's called JoJo's. but it is a whole little vibe. Yeah, JoJo's Beloved. And honey, you got to be careful who you accept drinks from. As soon as I got in there, this man offered to buy me a drink. He would not let my hand go. It was a Indian man from India, and he just didn't know when to walk away. If you notice, he's right there standing there awkwardly after I told him have a good night and thank you for the drink. But anywho, we had a good time. There's Davina and Pre. They so cute and sexy. And we went on about our business. The next day, I think I just pretty much chilled. I believe that was that Sunday. I chilled at home. So this was Monday, possibly, actually, Memorial Day. I went back up to Piedmont Park to meet up with Davina. She was like, I want to get out the house. I got my skates on. I'm like, all right, girl, say less. Because I was in the house just chilling. Kind of was like in one of my moods where I really didn't feel like doing anything. But I really appreciate when my friends hit me up and invite me places. Because sometimes that's all you need is an invite. So there she is. So we walked around the park. Well, I walked, she skated. And, just talked and caught up. And then she took her skates off. We got some of these noodles. I think they would have been a lot better if they were hot and if they had some sauce. Then, of course, we listened to music and people watched.
This is going in my vlog. I'm featuring Beautiful Love, Black Love.
I just love seeing couples in love. They were so cute. They were dancing. The other couple, they had a baby on the way. They were booed up. It was so sweet to see. And the performances were really nice. There were a little bit of fireworks because it was Memorial Day, but not too much. And then we took a walk on the Beltline. I thought that this looked really cool. As you can see, this building, the fog, the moonlight, it was all a vibe. And you will see my ride home. I get closer to the building and I took it on in. And stay tuned for the next weekend recap vlog.